Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. I think we're live. Hello, Sarah. You'll be listening. I know you're working. Hey, hello. I got your question. Hello. I got Sarah's question. Marajana, welcome in. Guys, make sure if you have questions, you put them in all caps. I promise I won't think you're yelling at me. Pollyanna! There's my Pollyanna. Make sure you put them in all caps. I promise I won't think you're yelling at me. And make sure you let me know if you want them read by runes or by tarot. I give you the option of the runes or the tarot. Hey, Brenda. Thank you, Pollyanna. You'll have to excuse my laptop hanging out over the edge, but I have to have it to where it can get airflow. Hello, Cherry Blossom. Make sure if you guys have questions, because today is question day. Sunday is general tarot readings, but today is question day because I give you the option of using either the runes or the tarot. Put your question in all caps and make sure to let me know if you want tarot or runes to answer your question. I've got 2 questions so far. We'll get started here in just a second. Well, while we're waiting on others to come in, Hello wants to know if there's anything important happening next month using tarot. Anything important happening next month using tarot? I did place an order for a new tarot deck. It should be here. I think it's due in tomorrow. Is your brother with you? Tarot or runes, Brenda? And okay, you went tarot. Cherry Blossom. What awaits me going into May? Yes, I get excited when I get new decks, but I'm a hoarder of tarot and oracle cards, so if you could see how many I have, you'd probably pass out. This particular deck I have 4 of. Ellie! Hey, Ellie! I hope you're off for the day, or are you just at work just on a break? I hope you had a good weekend, and I hope you got lots of rest. Did you get lots of rest this weekend? We were worried about you. All right. Hello. Wants to know anything important happening next month. Anything important happening next month? Let me get these questions written down real quick. Let's see. Oh, I do have many, many more. Trust me. Ooh. Let me see if I can read Pamela's. Oh, Pamela didn't have a question, just letting us know that a lot's going on and you have 2 houses to choose from. That's awesome. Okay. Yeah, Pollyanna, someday. Well, I don't know. We're just going to say I have crates of tarot cards and oracle. There's a mixture of tarot and oracle. All right, let's see what we have for hello happening next month. Oh, that's okay, Brenda. I understand. I was live on Easter Sunday, and I know people celebrate Easter Sunday. Not everybody does, but a lot of people do. So I totally understood. That's not a problem. All right. Hello. What do we have here? So you're celebrating something. This could be a family anniversary, a family birthday. You feel victorious that you were able to, this may have happened this past weekend. This get together may have happened this past weekend for Easter, and you feel victorious that you were able to get everybody together that you wanted there. It may have cost you a little bit of money. And, putting parties together and gatherings together does. Even if you don't get a caterer to come in and cater for you, you still have to put the money out for the food that you have to make. So this is what I'm seeing. It looks to me like you had a gathering for, I'm going to say for Easter. You may call it something else. Not everybody refers to it as Easter. I recognize that. But you feel victorious that everybody that you wanted there was there. So it did cost you a little bit of, I feel this card is in reverse because it cost you a little bit of money. I don't see any loss. But you want to know about May. May. We have a celebration if you're in the United States. This could be you getting together to celebrate Mother's Day. So rather than this being Easter, this could be a celebration for Mother's Day. And it's something big. You want everybody there. And so you feel victorious that you can get everybody there. It's going to cost you a little bit, but it'll be well worth it. That's awesome. Do I have more questions here? Yes, Pamela has a question. Pamela, do you want tarot or runes? I gotta make sure I'm keeping up with questions. Let's see here. Will you be happy and at peace there? But I need to know how you want it answered. So, runes. Okay, you want runes. Awesome. We can do runes. All right. Next is Sarah. Sarah's out there listening. So Sarah wants to know if there's a message for her. Do I have it? You want messages for your mom and dad? Okay, sure thing, Ellie. Tarot or runes? Oh, you already put it. Never mind. We may get interrupted. Mr. Hart's not here, and he may come barging in. All right, this is for Sarah. All right, what message do we have for Sarah? Pollyanna coming in with, what do you need to know right now? With tarot. All righty. This is for Sarah. What does Sarah need to know right now? Message for Sarah. Oh, shoot. Did we get one card? Yeah. When they fall, that's an extremely important card. So, before I move on, let me get these questions caught up. I got Pollyanna's. Let's see, I need Brenda's. Do I have any mom and dad messages? Tarot. Joanna. Does Maru have feelings? Tarot. Going to reach out. Did I miss your question, Marijuana? I do apologize if I did. If you could put it in chat in all caps. That way it's easier for me to see. I would appreciate it. I apologize. Tarot. If you put it in all caps for me, Marijuana, I'm going to sit here and watch for it. While I'm doing that, I'm going to get a drink of tea. Oh, will you get anything good in May? Gotcha. Do you want that answered with tarot or runes, Marijuana? I just need to know if you want tarot or runes. Let me know in the comments if you want tarot or runes. I found your question. Just let me know tarot or runes. So let me get back to Sarah's question, a message for her. So it looks like you have decisions to make, independent decisions. In other words, decisions on your own, aside from other people. Your decisions are peaceful. They're peaceful. You may also have some type of an idea that you're wanting to work on that's being delayed because you're dealing with somebody that's toxic. Here we have a toxic person, and they're not easy to deal with. And so you're wanting to just glide along and do your own thing. But the problem is, there's a toxic person there that's like a thorn in your side. So you have tough decisions to make when it comes to dealing with this person. Because until you deal with this person, you're not going to be able to start something new. All right, we got more questions here. Let me get them written down. Marijuana, you haven't let me know tarot or runes. All right, I got Pamela here. Will I be happy and peaceful? Thank you, Pollyanna. I appreciate you dropping links. I greatly appreciate that. I know our buddy Earth has an important appointment to take care of, so I greatly appreciate you helping out. Hi, Ro. If you have a question, Ro, put it in all caps. I promise I won't think you're yelling at me. Just let me know if you want answered by tarot or runes. And let's see, who is next? Brenda wants to know if you want to know if your brother's with you. And guys, make sure you put them in all caps. That way I don't miss them. I still might miss them because when I'm doing the readings, I don't really actually see the chat all the time. So I do apologize. I need a personal secretary here in the house with me, but my personal secretary's not here today. Oh, Jazz, it's not a list. Just put up a question in all caps. Specify if you want tarot or runes. This is question day. Sundays, I don't take questions, but today is question day. Yeah, Mary John, I got your question. I just need to know if you want tarot or runes. All right. Row. Okay, gotcha there, Marijana. Thank you. Let me see here. I got Row. Tarot. And let's see. Jazz. Space Cowboy. Tarot. Yeah, I think I'm caught up. So far, I think I'm caught up on questions now. I apologize for the pause, but I like to make sure I get all the questions. Oh, Jazz comes through with a question here. Jazz. When am I going to get a job and move out of home? And you want that answered with runes. Remember timing. Timing, I have to kind of sort of finagle our way around figuring out timing. I can't give you an exact date. Just know that. I can give you an estimated time limit. All right. Back to Brenda. I got you, Marijuana. I got you. You wanted tarot. Brenda wants to know if her brother's with her. I got you, Marijuana. I got your question. Yeah, just write another question, Ro, and I'll edit it on my list. All right. Is Brenda's brother near? Is Brenda's brother near her? Oh, that one flew out. When they fly, I read them. And that one's a no. Okay, so we didn't get a definite no. So sometimes he is near you. I'm going to go with sometimes he is near you. He may be busy. He may be very busy and moving around from one family member to the next. A part of him is near you. I feel like there's a part of him near you, but he's also spreading himself out as well. All right. You're very welcome, Brenda. You're very welcome. Will my mom find out and overcome my university issue? Okay, I got you. Next up is Cherry Blossom. What awaits going into the month of May? What awaits going into the month of May? Pollyanna, I greatly appreciate you being here. Next one's for Cherry Blossom, if you're still here, Cherry Blossom. You're very welcome, Brenda. You're very welcome. Okay, what awaits Cherry Blossom going into May? What awaits cherry blossom going into May? Well, this looks like there's luck. You've got luck coming in, luck in love. Luck in love, luck in commitment. Perhaps somebody's going to, if you're not already in a committed relationship, this may be about becoming lucky and getting into one. If you are in a committed relationship, this could be about renewing your vows. You're single? Well, this could be about, or this could be family members that's renewing their vows. This is the card of luck. The Four of Wands, we have the 11 pillars here. Not only that, we have the dragonflies. So this card is all about good luck. So you've got good luck coming in. I feel it's in regards to love, and it's also in regards to those that are committed to you, that are wise. Yeah, I see 11 all the time. Anytime you see it, make a wish. Anytime you see it, make a wish. But I see good luck coming in for you. Pamela wants to know if there will be happiness and peace there. You're very welcome, Cherry Blossom. Oh, Pamela wanted runes. Will there be happiness and peace there? I suspect it's one of the homes that she's been looking for and has a choice of. Will there be happiness and peace? Yes, there will be. This is the Manaz rune. This is about making friends. This could be, you could be coming into a new cultural, there may be a cultural diversity in this, in your, when you get your new home, the neighborhood may have a cultural diversity there. And I feel that that would be something exciting and rewarding. And so, yes, I see happiness and peace there. Ellie wants a message from mom and dad. Let's get Ellie a message from mom and dad. As always, we're going to put mom over here on the left and dad on the right. All right, let's get a message from Ellie's mom. Something that her mom wants her to know. You're very welcome, Pamela. And now let's get a message from Ellie's dad. A message that he wants Ellie to know. I just don't have a big enough table. I have to make do with what I have. I don't have any place to put a bigger table, to be honest. All right. Let's see what message Mom has here. You feel like you're at a crossroads because someone that's not committed to the family, in fact, somebody, possibly an outsider, is trying to destroy the family dynamics, the family relationship. And you have to think closely on this, think wisely, maybe become creative about it. We have the rabbits here that represents creativity. We have the deer here, which is about taking personal power back. And so you're at a crossroads. Do you follow the deer and the rabbit, which is creatively taking back your personal power? Or do you follow this group of birds? That's the message from your mother. That somebody here is not committed to the family. And that's why you're at a crossroads on what to think. Okay, let's see what your dad has to say. Oh boy. Uh-oh. Well, because I have the cups here, something unexpected is going to happen. And somebody is falling from grace. They're falling out. They're having a falling out. Now, this falling out, we have the Lover's card here. This could be just who you think it might be. We'll just say that. This to me means there's trouble in paradise. This card, I'm getting the feeling that there is a third person in the way, and it's probably not the same third person that I'm thinking of. And so, oh God, I just had a bad feeling. Because you know what this is about when we get the cups like this. Oh, God. The only thing I'm going to say, Ellie, and you'll know what I mean, is that I hope that someone's child is protected, because I feel like something may happen unexpectedly to get that person away from the lovers, completely away from the lovers. I think you know what I mean. Oh, God. That makes me worry. And I think you probably understand what I'm saying. Yeah. That person I'm concerned about. I'm concerned for the safety of that person. Considering I pulled this card, this is the one that concerns me. All right, Pollyanna wants to know what she needs to know right now. Let me get a drink of my tea real quick. No, it's not Earl Grey. It's green tea. Although there was a time when I was pushy and I drank Earl Grey. No, I did. I loved the taste and flavor of Earl Grey. But I don't drink hot tea anymore. I drink already prepared tea, so. And there's a reason for that. All right, this is for Pollyanna. I'm not going to tell anybody what to do, but deep inside of me, I feel a concern. All right, what do you need to know right now? What does Pollyanna need to know right now? That one really wanted to come out. I feel that you are struggling maybe here with anger. You could be struggling with anger, maybe even withdrawn. You feel like your feelings have been destroyed here, and that you want this one big happy family, but something is keeping that from happening, I feel. This card is about struggling. When it's in reverse, it's about struggling with anger. It's about struggling with rage, but it's also about struggling with being withdrawn to yourself. And, being withdrawn to yourself for a little bit, that doesn't hurt anyone. But if it's for long periods of time, then that's a problem. But I also feel that you have some feelings that have been destroyed. And it's in regards to connections. I'm going to pull one more here. Something's hidden in darkness. There's something that somebody's not talking about. We don't have any communications here either. So there's something that somebody's hiding in darkness. Mm-hmm. I agree, Pollyanna. All right, let's see here. Ellie's got another question. Let me get that real quick. Hopefully, I haven't missed anybody's questions. What does spirit need me to know about my Ellie's coming in? We got with tarot. All right. Brenda, you want a message from your mom and dad? Okay, hold on 1 second. I'll do yours like I did Ellie's. You did O2? Oh no, I'm sorry, I missed it. I was probably in the middle of reading and it flew by. Hang on, let me see if I can find it, O2. I apologize. Give me 1 second. Want to take myself today. O2 Hurricane, I'm not sure I understand your question. Want to take myself today. What does that mean? O2, if you can clarify what your question means, I'd appreciate it. Not yet, Rona. Not yet, Roa. I haven't gotten to you yet. I'm trying to keep up with chat and writing the questions down. I get behind. O2 Hurricane, if you could clarify what your question means, I'll do a reading. I'll answer a question, but you need to put a question in that I understand, if you know what I'm saying. So if you give me a question that I can understand, like some of these other questions that are coming in, I will gladly do a reading. All right, Brenda, what's your mom and dad? And I'll say this a million times. If I miss your question, I do apologize, because when I am focused on the readings, I don't always see the chat. So I do apologize for that. All right. Brenda's mom and dad. We're going to put mom on the right and dad on the left. Message from Brenda's mom. And then now we're going to do what the heck? Oh, my watch just telling me it's time to stand up. Okay. I don't take orders from my watch. All right. A message from Brenda's dad. What does your mom want to know? Somebody's not committed in a relationship. It's time to go. So I don't know if you're in a situation where you're in some sort of relationship. That just popped right out of my mouth as soon as I seen the cards. You're in a relationship that's not working out, not committed. It's time to go. Oh my God. Hold on, guys. Hello? I'm live. Sorry about that. Oh, geez. I hope I don't get in trouble for that song. Oh my God. Turn the damn ringer off, dummy. Okay, O2 Hurricane. You want it with tarot? You want it with tarot? Just let me know if you want tarot or runes. All right, so I'm with Brenda here. You never know, Pollyanna. You know, some people can get away with, they can get away with some things. And then people like me can't. So they should know by now. Not yet, Joanna. I haven't gotten there. All right. So he just threw me all off. All right. Let me try this again. Brenda's mom is sending a message that there's somebody you're connected to that is not committed to you. Hey, Earth. And it's time to roll away from that person. Leave them behind. Yeah, well, let's see what your father has to say here, Brenda. He's sending you messages in your dreams. So does that mean the results came out good, Earth? I'm not going to say what results, just results. You'll know what I mean. Well, Brenda, I strongly recommend you keep a dream journal. Keep it on your nightstand with something to write with. Or hell, you can even use if you have a smartphone, you should have a notepad inside your smartphone. And you can put it in your smartphone. But do that before you put your feet on the floor. Even if it's just a few tiny bits and pieces that you can write down, tiny bits of pieces that you remember, write them down, because eventually something will come about. So he's sending you messages. He's sending you messages that I feel like the messages are good messages of you being a humanitarian, helping other people, because you have the strength and the courage to go out and help others. You might be helping others that other people aren't willing to help. That's what I'm seeing here. Your mother's telling you to be cautious of a certain person and to move away from them, whereas your father is looking at the side of you where you're a good person, you like helping people, you have the courage, and you have the strength to go out and help other people. And he's letting you know that he sees all the good that you're doing. Okay, I missed it. I missed Earth's message. So all clear, all good. That's good. All right. Joanna. Joanna. All right. I'm probably not going to take too many more questions. Get them in now while you can, because I've got quite a few to answer now as it is. And I'm trying not to go too long. In fact, I'm giving you last call for questions. I'm going to pin a message here. Give me 1 second. All right, let me see. I seen a question come in as I was typing, and I will take that question. Give me 1 second here. Alicia. Will my ex return? Let's see. Yeah, ex-boyfriend. Time frames are hard to narrow down. I can give you an estimate. I can't give you like an exact date. All right. So Alicia's question is the last question. So right now I'm on Joanna. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 people lined up with questions. So we're going to do, please do not delete comments. That's my pet peeve on my channel. Please do not remove comments. All right, Joanna. This is for Joanna. Hopefully by Sunday we'll have a new deck of cards. We'll see. I have to get them in and then I have to get them set properly. They have to go through a little ritual with me before I use them. They should be ready by Sunday if they come in tomorrow. I guess that could be a topic of the next members only live, is like what I do with new cards when I get them. Because I don't just rip them out of the box and start using them. I'm on Joanna's right now. Thank you, Brenda. Thank you so much for can't talk. Thank you so much for supporting my channel. I greatly appreciate you, Brenda. Thank you so much for that. All right. Joanna wants to know how Mara feels about Joanna. How does Mara feel for Joanna? How does Mara feel about Joanna? I'm going to say that Mara feels pretty good about you. We have loyalty here. We have sincerity. We have... I have an itch. Sorry, my back's itching. We have an honest and fair, sincere, self-assured, loving, nurturing person that is actually open and honest with you. See, something was hidden in darkness from other people, but this person is opening up and letting out the secrets that they held. They're willing to be upfront with you about it. And because of that, that makes you happy. It makes you feel fulfilled that they're willing to share things with you that they kept hidden from other people. So this person is somebody that is loyal, sincere, nurturing. Is Miro going to reach out? All right, that is a yes or no question. Let me shuffle again. Is Miro going to reach out? Maybe not right away. Maybe not right away. There may be some changes that Meru has to make before reaching out. There's a slight possibility that Meru will reach out. But for right now, I feel that there's things that need to change in Meru's life before they make that leap. They have to free themselves from something. Once they free themselves from something, then the change will happen and they will reach out. But for right now, it's not going to be immediate, but they will. Oh God, don't tell me my internet's acting up. You have to use my laptop. I'm trying to get airflow to it. Marijuana. Anything good in May? You're very welcome, Joanna. You're very welcome. I have a lag. I have a lag, Roa, and I think the lag is because of the trains that come through, and the train just went through. And I'm trying to keep the airflow good under on the fins in the back of my laptop. Anything good coming in May for marijuana? Tarot. So what I'm seeing, marijuana, is now I know this death card scares people when they see it. It doesn't necessarily reflect an actual death, although there are some instances it could be, but the majority of the time it doesn't. This is a major change. This is may or may not be a good thing. It all depends on how you're looking at it. The major change is that you're feeling down about somebody that you thought was a true partner, and apparently you're finding out they're not who they say they are. They're not loyal. They're not emotionally attached. And so this major change is that you end up disconnecting from that person, letting them go. You're letting them go. The major change is you're letting someone go because they're not committed to you. They don't have your back. They're not loyal. They don't care. They don't have feelings towards you either. And so it's time to make a change and let them go. All right, Pamela. Will you be happy and peaceful? Will you be happy and peaceful? Nope. Oh, yeah, it is. No, it's not my internet. I have to watch and make sure because I have had serious internet issues and it's part of my laptop. That's a problem. I have a huge lag in my internet. So this is going to be for Pamela. Will I be happy and peaceful? Will Pamela be happy and peaceful? Earth, I put an end. I'm not taking any more questions today, but thank you. I pinned the comment at the top for anybody coming in. I'm not going to be taking any more questions. I'm going to finish up this list. I still got a few to get through here. And I'm trying not to stay on too long. But I greatly appreciate you being here, Earth. I know you've been busy. And I'm grateful for that. Members, if there's any members out there listening, there will not be a members angel number video tonight because I'm live today. All right. Will you be peaceful? Will things be happy and peaceful? I see a disruption in your life that there's decisions, major decisions to be made. There's major decisions to be made, and the decisions may not be well balanced decisions. Or there could be some judicial, not necessarily judicial, but legal paperwork, such as, I don't know, you were talking about a home earlier, and I'm wondering if you're not referring to maybe leasing. And so there may be some issues signing a lease. You might not be happy with the one that you are. This could be one you're already signed in, or this could be one that you're looking at. So be careful what you're signing. Make sure you read it all. This is the voice of authority here. So you may want to have an attorney present to make sure that the things go the way they should and are not upside down legally. Let's look at one more. Yeah. Get creative here and have someone that is knowledgeable in that aspect. I feel you're going to be happy though with the outcome. All right, Roa, you're up next. You want to know where your mom find out and overcome your university issues. Let me get a drink real quick. Thank you, Earth and Pollyanna. I greatly appreciate you too. While Mr. Hurt's off doing some work. Will your mom find out? Let's start with that. Will she find out? Will your mom find out? Sorry about the trains in the background. Will your mom find out? That one really wanted out, so will your mom find out? That's a definite no. Your mom's not going to find out about your bad grades. No, your mom's not going to find out about your bad grades. So, overlooking them or overcoming your issue, will she overcome if she ever knew? Let's move these out of the way. Will she overcome if she finds out? If by some odd chance she finds out, will she overcome? Because you know how moms are. If by some strange chance your mom finds out, will she overcome the issue? Yes, she will. And that's a definite yes. You had a definite no for her finding out. You have a definite yes for her overcoming it if she does indeed find out. Hi, Paris. You're just a little late coming in today. But if you'd like to return on Sunday when I do general readings, I'd greatly appreciate it. I apologize for wrapping things up here with the last few questions. I'll be here Sunday at the same time, 5 p.m. Eastern. And then I'll be doing this again next Thursday. So if you want to return on one of those 2 days, I'd appreciate it. I do have memberships. I don't usually push my memberships. I don't usually even talk about them. But I will say that if you do join memberships, there's 3 different tiers. You will receive a members only live every Tuesday. That is just one of the that's a tier 1. That's a tier 1. Tier 2 gets angel numbers and a members only live. Tier 3 gets one private reading a month, along with everything that tier 1 and 2 gets. So that's my memberships. All right. Space Cowboy, how will your future wife treat you? You have a lovely day too, Roa. You have a lovely day too. All right. Space Cowboy, how will your future wife treat you? That doesn't look good. You might get off to a rough start here. This might be a rough start here. There may be control issues. Be careful. People do sometimes get into relationships where each one wants to be in control. The heck? Hang on. I wonder what the heck that was. Okay. Sorry, guys. So, this is where the control is out of balance. We've all heard that, how the wife wears the pants in the family. So, there could be this possibility of difficulties when it comes to who's in control. It should be shared control. There shouldn't be any, he has more control than she does. There shouldn't be any of that. And here, this could be reflecting communications of love. So it may start out rocky. Be careful to get in that pit of who's in control. I feel you need, if you talk it out, have real communications, then you won't have that pit of and spinning your wheels of I'm in control. No, I'm in control. That you won't have that issue. Otherwise, it should go okay. As long as you don't try to, as long as you both know that it's equal control, equal love, equal duties, you got to give. I know some people say, well, it's 50-50 on either side. And I've always felt it was 100% on both sides. Both parties give 100%, not 50-50. 100% from both parties. Jazzy has a question for the runes. When will you get your job and move out of here? Well, we will do our best to answer that for you, Jazzy, with the runes. As I said, I cannot pinpoint an exact date. So, when will you get a job? Let's start with, will you have a job by the end of this year? That is a no. That is the Laguz rune. So it's not going to happen by the end of this year. All right. What about, will Jazzy have a job next year? And that would be a yes. That's the Ansus rune. So it, to me, with the Ansus rune, it's all about communication, insight, truth, wisdom. So it's all about knowing the job that you're going into, having the insight, also being good at communicating, and above all else, be truthful. Hey, Six Up, welcome in. So, Jazzy, I'm saying that you're going to get that job next year. Just make sure that you communicate well, you communicate the truth, and you're wise about it. You wanted to know about moving out. Moving out. When will you move out? So let's see, when will you move out? Will it be by the end of the year? No. That's the Kanaz rune. You're inspired to move out, but right now you're not able to. So will it be next year? After you get, once you get this job, will this job allow you to move out? And that would be a yes. That's Euro rune, and that is about harvest. It's about rewards, rewarding yourself by having a new place to move into. So hopefully that answered your questions, Jazzy. All right, Ellie is up next. Here is the Ellie questions. What do I need to know about my male sibling? Welcome in, everybody. You make sure this is overhanging. Sorry about that being in the way, but I have to get good airflow until I can get that. Till he gets me a desktop. I'm excited. Be getting that soon. In the meantime, I'll be getting a new set of cards tomorrow. Tomorrow, I hope. Well, this is Thursday, so I should have them. Well, I need them in for about 3 days. I need them in for about 3 days to connect with them. Ellie wants to know what she needs to know about her sibling. Her male sibling. More specifically, her male sibling. What does Ellie need to know about her male sibling? What does Ellie need to know about her male sibling? Well, you know, I said I was worried. How much information does this child, I don't know that child's astrology sign, but nonetheless, how much information has that child overheard? And is that child going to speak to somebody in authority? And is it going to cause emotional defeat? Now, you know the child I'm referring to. It's not a missing child. We'll make that easier. Uh-huh. So is there, because this card could represent your male sibling. Okay. Is there emotional defeat? Is things collapsing in front of this person? Does this child know so much truth that they voice it to authorities. This could be an authority of some sort, not necessarily law enforcement. This could be a doctor, a therapist, somebody, a teacher, although we know that this particular one is not in school that we know of. However, this is somebody. So this is a professional person that holds a professional capacity. Normally, this person would be giving guidance and advice. Has this person overheard things and are now going to speak to somebody about it? Or have they already? And now this person is in distress. This is a card of distress and despair. No, this is a professional person. The Hierophant usually represents somebody that's in a professional capacity. It could be usually this could be a preacher. This could be an attorney. This could be a therapist. This could be a doctor. I know some people like to think this is the God source. It's not. To me, the God source is the emperor. This is more like a middleman. This is somebody that is a professional, that gives out professional advice and professional guidance. And who do we get professional advice and guidance from? Lawyers, therapists, doctors, sometimes preachers and priests. And that's where I think this person took this information. You see, the bluebirds represents truth. Did this person spill the beans, so to speak, around this person? And now they know, and now they're going to tell? That's interesting. Let me look at one more card. Yes, Brenda. Yes, it could be that too. And here we have on the outside looking in, this could be the other one, the actual parental figure going, oh God, where did I go wrong? Because now the next question is what you need to know about your sister-in-law. Yes, you're absolutely right, Brenda. It very well could be that. Yes, this could be one of those workers. Yes, indeed. It most certainly could. All right. Sister-in-law. What does Ellie need to know about the sister-in-law? What does Ellie need to know about her sister-in-law? Dear you woo poo, I'm sorry you came in a little too late. I've already pinned the comment at the top. I'm not taking any more. I'm almost done, actually. I've got 2 more people after I finish this one, and then I'm done for the day. I apologize. Gonna have to get in here sooner, do you, woo poo? Chop chop, get in here sooner. You like to come in towards the end. I'm old. By the time I get close to that 2 hour mark, I'm done. All right. Ellie, what do you need to know about your sister in law? Oh, well, there she is. Hmm. Well, there was a wish made. I'm not saying by you, I'm saying by her. And her wish is not being fulfilled. And here comes trouble through the door. So I feel like she is getting all sorts of messages, and I don't necessarily mean from the universe. Well, technically, it is the universe because our cell phones and internet and everything else transmits through the universe. But you know what I'm saying. I feel like she is getting maybe some communications from somebody. Unexpected communications, maybe. Maybe people were giving her ideas. Remember, from the male siblings reading, the child, I feel, has overheard something that is true and is going to take it to a professional. And perhaps, maybe she doesn't. She may not be aware that the child knows. Nobody might not be. The child might be doing it on the sly. And so here we have a wish fulfillment. She's wishing her ship would come in, meaning finances. We all know that. She's getting messages, but maybe these messages are like, we're not giving you anymore. Let's see what the top card is. No, it's not. So that's underneath. That's about caring. And I don't know who caring about. Oh, look, we have all this energy here. Energy and negative emotions and negative energy here. Feeling overwhelmed, perhaps, because not getting what they want. She's not getting what she wanted. She's not getting what she wanted right here. There was a wish fulfillment right here. This card's in reverse. She's not getting what she wanted. And now she's frantic. She's expending energy in many different places, including communicating, maybe with people she knows, expecting a ship to come in and save her. There may be one person that might do that, but I don't think there may be more than one person. We all know what's not on the board here, but we all know what's behind the scenes that she's really looking for. And I don't think I have to say that. All right. Yeah, they're probably. Oh, yeah, I hear that. Oh, no problem, Ellie. I'm sorry, dear. I've been on for 2 hours almost. You're going to have to come in earlier. All right. Next up is O2 Hurricane. I think you said you wanted tarot, so tarot it is. After that is Alicia, and we're done for the day. I'm missing Moonbud. Moonbud isn't here. I need to message Moonbud about something. She had a question. And I need to talk to her privately about that. Moonbud, we miss you. All right. This is for O2. Let's see what O2 needs to know. All right. Oh. All right, O2. I see you're going to complete something. There's something you've been working on, maybe a project of some sort, and you're going to bring it to an end. Once it's brought to an end, you're going to feel abundant. However, you do have people that are scrutinizing you for it. Don't worry about it. Don't let people that scrutinize you get to you. This is the lucky card. Something lucky is going to happen. This could be a celebration of some sort, the coming together of two people, maybe celebrating an anniversary. This could be a new marriage. This could be, it's something there, but there is luck here. This card is nothing but luck. You have the four pillars representing 1111. When you see 1111 on your clock, make a wish. You have the dragonflies that are lucky. They bring luck, they bring good luck. And then you have things balancing out in life. Even with the help of others, you're making sure that things are well balanced. So things are going good for you. O2. Luck is on your side here. Luck is on your side. And good things coming. Last one is Alicia. Will the ex return? Ex-boyfriend return? And you want a time frame, and that's hard to get. Well, the ex return will start there. Will the X return? We're going to start with that first. Because if we get a definite no that the X will not return, we don't need to do a time frame. Well, we don't have a definite no. We have a most likely not. With an ever so slight possibility, this is no. With that ever so slight possibility, all right, we're going to go for the time frame because there is a slight possibility. If the X does return, will it be before the end of this year? We're going to use one card for this. No, it will not be by the end of this year. Will it be next year that the X returns? Ex-boyfriend. Not next year. What about 2 years from now? Two years from now. It's going to take something out of the ordinary to happen for the X to return. Something's going to happen out of the blue and the X is going to return. So when you least expect it in 2 years from now, the X will return. You're very welcome, Alicia. You're very welcome. And I greatly appreciate everybody for being here. I'll be live again on Sunday. I don't know when 6 Up's going to be live. I believe Soup might be live right now. And so if she is, head on over to Soup. I am going to head on out. It's been 2 hours almost, just shy of 2 hours. And so we'll go from there. Hope to see you Sunday. Please make sure you come early and get on the list early. Don't wait till the last minute, please. I'm sorry to have to cut you off and tell you no. I don't like having to tell people no, but I do have to set boundaries. And when I set up, especially when I pinned a comment that I'm not taking any more questions. So just make sure you guys come in early and get there. Get on the list early. And if you do get on the list, make sure you're there when I call your name. I don't anticipate any more, knock on wood, internet issues. I figured it out. It's just a matter of you're going to be looking at the front part of my laptop so that it can get fresh air. All right. And if you feel so inclined and would like to join us in members, I do members only live once a week on Tuesdays. You might even get a chance to pick the topic if we haven't already discussed it. So we have a lot of fun in there. I have 3 different levels of tiers, so you don't have to break the bank to become a member. Just letting you all know that I do have memberships. And I do, unlike some creators, I do lives once a week. I know some creators that don't do anything. in any case, I mean, if you're going to pay me to do something, I'm going to do it. So my members, all 3 tiers, do get a members only live on Tuesdays. Same time as this live. Keep in mind, summer months are coming, and eventually my hours will change. They're not here yet. Summer's not here yet. I'm still sitting here a bit chilly. But it's not far off. So be prepared for me to move my hours to later in the day. But it's not happening right at the moment. I'll try to prepare you as soon as I find out. If nothing else, I'll put it on a community wall. Alrighty. I've bored you enough. I send much love, many blessings to everybody. As always, I will see you back next time, hopefully Sunday. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your evening.